What up, it's blaykay, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to make beats for Destroy Lonely. So most of the beats he uses kind of follow the same type of thing. They all use like the sounds you'd hear in like Pure Born beats and Playboy Carti beats, but usually the melody isn't supposed to like carry the entire song. Like there's odd ones out, there's like a bell or a lead sound that's just carrying everything, but those are usually odd ones out. For the most part, it's just like some super vibey shit with some Pure Born drums. And he also has some ones where he uses like plug beats, but I'm not going over that today. I'm going over like the general shit that he does. Yeah, let's just hop into the beat. So I'm in FL Studio right now with a beat that I made not too long ago. I'll play it right now so you guys can hear it. This is what it sounds like. So yeah, that's the beat sounds like. I know the 808 isn't like the Zay or Pure 808, which he usually uses, but you know, artists aren't always trying to do the same thing over and over, so you would want to like follow kind of what I'm doing here, but just change things up, make some differences, do some things a little different, because they're not always trying to use the same type of beat, you know what I'm saying? But in this video, I'm just sticking in the lane of what he has done in the past. So for the melody, I just made this ARP here with Electra X. It uses like this bell sound. Pretty cool. I just made a little ARP out of it. Like the things to keep in mind for a melody for Destroy Lonely is it's got to be like dark and kind of sad sounding, not like a Juice WRLD type beat, but it's just got to be like dark sounding, you know? And I can't even like recommend what keys to use really, because there's the whole argument of like what keys are the saddest ones or darkest ones. So like just do whatever you want. Just make sure it doesn't sound happy. So this is what my melody sounds like. And on this melody, I have halftime on the 1.5 setting, so it pitches it down half an octave and it just sounds cooler. So here's what it sounds like without that. It makes it going from sounding kind of happy and fast to like darker and slower, which I think is cool. You guys obviously don't have to do that, but whatever really just works for you guys. Going along with that, I have these notes here that kind of act as the root notes for the 808 to follow. So here's what it sounds like. So once again, on that, I have halftime on it. Without it, here's what it sounds like. I'll just play a little bit of it because it's pretty slow, but here's what it sounds like without it. So there's that, and then the very last thing is just these little one-shot notes that hit exactly with the root notes. And then obviously here. So melodically, that pretty much does it. Here's what all that sounds like together. So super cool in my opinion. You know, it's dark. It's not a melody that would carry an entire song, but it's cool. And that's kind of the main rule for Destroy Lonely type beat. Because once again, anything that's kind of like in the Playboy Carti and Pure Born realm, like he'll use some type of shit like that. I always suggest to people, you know, think outside the box. Don't always just do what an artist is doing, because as much as they would want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, if they don't have like a major hit with that sound, they might think it's holding them back. So they're gonna try and do things a little different. So always think outside the box. So now we're gonna hop into the drums. For the 808, usually he'll use like the Pierre or the Zay 808, but once again, I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. You can obviously do whatever you want for the 808. I just did this like classic Pure Born pattern here. If you're really trying to stick down to that Destroy Lonely sound, use the Zay Pure 808, but obviously he has songs without that, but for the most part, he does. Anyways, this is what it sounds like. So pretty cool, nothing crazy going on other than this little slide here, which, you know, you don't really hear in his type of beats, but once again, gotta mix it up a little bit. So now we're moving on to this clap pattern. It's like all the normal claps in, but with accent claps and a little roll at the end. I've never heard him have a clap roll in any of his beats, but always trying to mix it up a little bit. And then for the hi-hats, they're basically just two-step hats, but with small gaps and like one roll in it. Here's what it sounds like. Pretty cool, just basic pure born shit. And then I have this open hat here that hits at like the end of every 2 bars. It has like varying velocities just to make it sound a little different. And here's what it sounds like. And then I got this snare pattern here. There's a lot of crazy shit going on, but I'll just let you hear it. Not really something you would usually hear in like a Destroy Lonely beat, but once again, I'm just trying to make things a little different, you know? A Destroy Lonely beat in its core concept, but just like do a few little other things here and there. And the very last thing for the drums is this kick. I'll let you guys hear it. Usually since his songs have like the ZRPR 808, you don't usually pair that with a kick, so you rarely hear a kick in beats that he uses, but since I'm not using that 808, I wanted to use a kick in it, and plus it's still like on that pure born type of shit. Here's what all the drums sound like all together. So yeah, that pretty much does it for this beat. I obviously structured it out, you know, did some automation, took the low end out of the melody, and the important parts. I have this little hit sound when the drums come in. And then I threw my mastering preset on it, available at blaykay.com, go check it out. But that pretty much does it for the beat. I'll let you guys listen to it, and then I'll see you after that. So yeah guys, that pretty much does it for this video. There aren't that many like rules to follow for a Destroy Lonely beat, other than, you know, it's gotta sound like some pure born Playboy Cardi type of shit. I know I said it a million times, you don't have to do exactly what he always does, think outside the box, do things differently, you know? But if you wanted to stay true to the sound, use a dark melody that wouldn't really carry, because his voice is supposed to be the focal point in his songs, you know, let the drums do their thing. If you really want to mimic his shit, then use the ZRPR 808 and don't use the kick. You guys have heard me say it a million times at this point. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna let the beat play out for the rest of the video so you guys can hear it. My mastering preset that I used on this beat is available at blaykay.com, as well as my drum kit, which 90% of the drums in this video were from. I'm daily uploading right now, so stay on the lookout for that. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that crazy shit, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.